Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Dan Gannott, the PS2 Guy. For my returning viewers, thank you for coming back. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining us. I created this channel because I really enjoy the PlayStation 2, and I just kind of want this to be a fun place for people to come, to give my thoughts about the PlayStation 2, to show some gameplay footage, things like that. Today, we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. I'm going to be talking a little bit more off the cuff. I'm not working off of a script this time. And I've just got some topics that I've been wanting to talk about. I do have a list here of the topics. That way I don't go too far off topic. And I've got a few notes that I'll be reading off of. But I just want to start off first. There were some people that had left shoutouts for us, and if you're new to the channel, you probably don't know this, but we always try to highlight the shoutouts that we get in the comments from people saying where they're from. We're putting together a map that I'm going to be showing, and we like to, like I said, highlight the shoutouts. These shoutouts were from people that I missed in the comments in some of my past videos, so I'm correcting that error now, and you can watch the comments or the shoutouts right here. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, and I've brought this up before, it's dissatisfaction with the gaming industry, and one of the reasons I'm getting back into the PlayStation 2. And I think it's a reason a lot of people are getting back into retro gaming. People are just dissatisfied with the industry as a whole. Things like the rising cost of gaming. Seriously, $80 for the new Mario Kart? Oh, Nintendo, what the heck are you thinking? It's ridiculous. And what's also so extremely frustrating is this whole, DRM and the whole, us not owning the games. It's more like renting access to a game is what we have now, which, I think is leading, honestly, I think it's leading towards another game crash. I'm from the generation that saw the gaming crash back in the 80s, and I see a lot of the same things and dissatisfaction with the industry that I think is going to lead to another one. A lot of times we buy these games at a premium price and we have, little value in return. And that's just frustrating. A lot of this is leading to people to piracy. I've been seeing things on Reddit and other things where people say, let's see, what is it? If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. That says a lot. And I think there's some truth in it. Back in the day, like PS2, when you bought a game, you owned it. And also, when you bought a game, there may have been some flaws, but they were more polished. Today, we have a lot of these games that the industry takes a let's fix it after release type of attitude, which I'm just done with. It's so bad when you get a game that is broken when it's released, and sometimes they don't even go back and fix it, or servers just shutting off. I was thinking of The Crew recently, and people just losing access to games that they enjoy. I mean, what the heck is up with that? It's so frustrating. And then back, like I've talked in the past about microtransactions and loot boxes and all these little things to try to get you to spend more money or early access. And the gaming industry right now is just, it sucks. I'm not going to pull any punches on that one. And that's why I do not own a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, because I'm just frustrated and tired at this point. And that's on you, Microsoft. That's on you, Sony. That's on you, Nintendo. All the gaming studios, Ubisoft, Electronic Arts. You need to start listening to the gamers and start giving us what we want, and stop doing these ridiculous practices that you do. Anyhow, that's enough about that. I'm sorry. It's just frustrating, but I've been wanting to get that one off my chest. So The other thing that I wanted to bring up was a little bit of news as far as emulation is concerned. I've been using PCSX2 for a while now. A lot of my videos are recorded that way because it's convenient, and I enjoy playing games on PCSX2 because the increased visuals. I do plan on buying back another PS2, modding it, getting HDMI output for it and all that, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to research that more and get that done. But I do want to start collecting again. It's something I've been looking into doing. Anyhow, they dropped what was it, version 2.4.0. Previously to that, in October, they had dropped 2.2.0, which had enhanced graphics, particularly per pixel alpha blending. They had a bit of a debugger overhaul with that one, and they were emulating more peripherals, like the NEG-Con, which was a great racing controller. I love that little thing. The Jog-Con, Konami's microphone, and the Buzz devices, which I didn't even know there was a Buzz device until recently, because I've started working on a video about controllers for the PS2. But with the July release of PCSX2 2.4.0, they've got several things that I'm pretty excited about. I haven't started or I haven't tried it yet. It's so new. And I will be doing a video about that and my impressions of what the changes are. But I'm going to read a list of some of the things that are new. One of them is a custom real-time clock starting points, which that will allow you to enable the Easter eggs in like Metal Gear Solid 3. I think one of the Simpsons games. They've got improved upscaling algorithms, which I've seen some screenshots on their website, which make the visuals look much better. New debugger design. We've got signed Mac OS binaries, which is great for all you Mac owners out there. STL support. Big improvements to Direct 3D, increasing performance. There's Direct 3D improvements include noticeable performance boosts, high performance optimizations. They've also improved something called render target support. This major feature fixes compatibility issues in numerous games, including Jack X Racing, which I'm going to have to check out because I had checked it out earlier and was not happy with how things looked on Jack X, Ghost in the Shell, Drakengard, and Hitman. So definitely want to check out this new PCSX 2.4.0. All right, what else do we have? Looks like there were some plugin system removals, automatic game fixes, API or Vulkan API support has been improved. Other cross-platform improvements. A few of the things there with the new PCSX2. The other thing I did want to talk about is the John Tucker video that I've mentioned in past videos and in a post on YouTube and on my Facebook page. I have tried and I can't get a hold of John Tucker to get his permission to release the live stream that he did of the unboxing of the PlayStation 2 that Michelle and I did back in 2000 on the midnight, the night of the midnight release of the PlayStation 2. So with that said, and I've tried multiple avenues, I've reached out to him on multiple platforms, I think I'm going to just go ahead and re-release the video. If he gets upset and wants it taken down, we'll take it down. But since he's not responding, I'm going to go ahead and release it. And because I think he was really funny and it was enjoyable. Now I am going to hold off on releasing that until I've done the project with Michelle and I. And that's one of the things I did want to bring up, that Michelle and we're finally gonna sit down and do the watch the interview that we did with World News Tonight. We're going to give our reactions, our feedback. So that's coming pretty soon. Gonna sit down, record it with her, because some of you have enjoyed the video that I did with Michelle already. And then we're going to be getting Michelle more involved in future projects. One of them is reactions to gameplay, going back and replaying some of those past games that we did play together, specifically the survival horror games, which Michelle loves to hate. If you remember from our other video, Michelle just kind of gets freaked out by the survival horror games. So that might be kind of fun to do. I also want to tell you about some of my future projects that I'm considering. One of them being specialized hardware to play PlayStation 2 games on. I'm thinking of, some of the handheld devices like the AYN Odin, Steam Deck, Retroid Pocket, Pocket 4 Pro. I really kind of like the idea of playing PlayStation 2 games on a handheld. So of those devices, one of the ones I'm considering getting is the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. If I get that, I'll do an unboxing of that and give my thoughts and everything on that. But as the gaming industry continues to just kind of screw the gamer, I'm gonna lean hard into retro gaming, because just to stick it to them. And then also I'm finding that I'm enjoying these older games more so than I did or than I do a lot of the more modern games. In many ways, some of these retro games are they're better. It seems like the gaming industry has lost its way, and I'm hoping if more and more people kind of walk away, lean into retro gaming, then maybe, just maybe, these industry giants will start to listen to us, the gamers, and once again we'll get back to a period where the gaming industry is putting out games for the gamers and thinking of us first. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me and listening to my rants. I appreciate it. Sorry if this one was a little bit off the cuff today, but it's just, like I said, it's some thoughts that I wanted to get out. So thank you again for joining us. Please hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Bye. Dan Gannott, the PS2 Guy.